My name is Margarita Aswani. I'm the Deputy National Program Manager of Government Pillar. We work with MDAs at the federal and state level to support their journey in governance reforms, providing technical assistance, creating dialogues and spaces. So on behalf of the partnership to engage, reform, and learn, and the accountable, responsive, and capable government pillar, I want to personally thank you all for coming. As Miani mentioned, the PERL program builds on the legacy of DFID's previous governance programs, Spark, Savvy, and PERL. So the reason why I'm so excited to be here today and that you're all with me is during my days in Spark, I had a big whiteboard in my office. And on that whiteboard, I had written Reform Dialogue Series. So that was about a year and a half ago. The reason why I'm excited is because this team of ours has worked very hard, and I want to thank all of them very, very much for making this little dream of mine a reality today. I also want to thank DFID and UKA for all their support in public sector reform for the last 17 years in Nigeria. Without them, we wouldn't be able to be here today. So experience has shown that citizens play a key role in overcoming service delivery blockages in priority areas, where there's constructive engagement in planning, implementing, and tracking budgets and service delivery, and feeding back into the government decision-making processes. The federal government and subnational governments are taking steps every day to improve communication with citizens. At the federal level, we have seen great efforts towards participatory governance made by the Budget Office of the Federation through their Citizens Portal and Citizens Budget, by the Bureau of Public Service Reforms, and I'm truly humbled that the Director General of BPSR has joined us here this morning. Dr. Abba will give you the microphone in a little bit, if that's okay. And also a number of subnational governments who have made their budgets available, their audited accounts available. But it's not enough. We all know, and you, the Nigerian journalists who face everyday restrictions, know we still have a way to go. And we can do better. Citizens' participation in governance processes not only improves transparency, but can also help ensure that political decisions about spending reflect the needs of the people. Additionally, we have known for some time that reforms, in order for reforms to happen, the governance space requires the media to play its role in setting the agenda and creating spaces for citizens and government, both political officials and civil servants alike, to constructively engage in the decision-making process. That is the purpose of today. The Public Sector Reform Dialogue engages the Nigerian media and citizens groups on governance reform. This involves engaging with Nigerian policy advocates, as Miani has mentioned, government actors. I see colleagues from BPSR here with us today, and I know the Minister of Education is also here, Minister of Agriculture, and Solid Minerals. Thank you all for coming. As well as media personnel and personalities who are very important in Nigeria. That's why Dodo and Christy are here facilitating their Nigerian media personalities. And these groups of people are intended to leverage existing media platforms and tools to enable reforms and citizen participation in responsive governance. Therefore, the purpose of today is to facilitate engagement and dialogue. And as Miani said, this isn't a one-time event. We will work together over the next months and hopefully years to carry on this conversation. Today, we want to hear from you, what does meaningful engagement mean? What does meaningful engagement mean from government? What does meaningful engagement mean to the media people? What do you expect? What kind of information do you hope they have? And from civil society, what is the spectrum of information you hope to receive, and how do you hope to engage with the people that are spending your taxpayer money? So we're here to understand media roles and responsibilities on agenda setting, on budget discussions, on key service delivery areas, health, education, agriculture, and a number of other areas, and public sector reform issues and policies. I'm not going to speak on public sector reform very much because Dr. Abba is the expert, so he will give us a couple of words on that. But as a governance program, PERL is interested in facilitating discussion on ways of enhancing the role of government institutions and media platforms for effective civic mobilization and accountability, and also support collaboration between the media, public policymakers, and citizens groups, including the private sector, to enhance a permanent dialogue mechanism and platforms that encourage dialogue in public sector reform. Finally, as a program, we hope to build together with you resources and tools that improve capacity to objectively report and inform on a number of topics related to governance, budgets, service delivery sectors, and public sector reform. And we want to make these tools available to the Nigerian media, to government communicators, and to citizens groups. And with the internet at our hands, Nigeria's boundaries, this great nation doesn't limit us. We hope to reach other journalists outside of this country and other government officials and civil society groups. So today we look forward to the success of this initiative through effective collaboration among the stakeholders in this room and an increasing better understanding of ongoing reforms by the